sake. Does it ever say when we're live? I never see it.
It won't say it on our chat, no. It's basically when it appears, but because there's a delay, we'll still be talking. Now we're live, and we have been live for a bit, so people have heard me wittering.
Wittering on. You ever been to Wittering?
I haven't been to Wittering. Is it nice?
West Wittering is lovely.
Yeah.
Right, pause the show on there. Ho, ho, ho! Oh, says Fraser. Sup, Fraser? Oh, God, Jack, what a time to have a poo-poo. He can't help it, I suppose, can he? There's only 3 of us tonight, and one of them's on the bloody goddamn toilet. Well professional, weren't we? And we held off for 6 minutes. What's up, Clive? What's up, Jerry? What's up, Fly Fast? Take Chances, Aries, Win Davis, Tony King, Rob Britton, Jerry Squires, Mikey Dread's in house. What's up? It's one of our Patreons. We love Mikey Dread. Crash Test, Numbskull, Aries, Clive. I'm just going to keep reading them. Andrew, who's that? Is that you, Frank?
What? Where? What?
Tony King, Steve FBV, Lurgy. What's up, Lurgy? James Chirrell, Southwest Kitty, Steve FBV. I've probably read these about 1 million times. Who else is in the chat? I'm still going up. I can't see any new ones. Magical Pencil, one of our lovely subscribers. Patrons, I'm sorry to say. Sorry, I got that wrong. That's it. Marty McFly right at the top. I'm sorry, I ate that donut. Is that how quick it goes through you? I got to light a sparkler because Jack just donated $1.99. And sorry he ate the donut because he's now late because he's on the bottom. Literally licked it and then went to poo-poo. That's how quick it goes through Jack. Thanks, Jack. Here's your sparkler for doing a poo. Oh my God, it's going to catch my hat alight. These are like from pound shops. It says highly flammable, and I'm like doing this. Come on, Jack. You're the leader of this gang of roustabouts. Come on. Right, I can't put that down for a minute. I've got nowhere to put it. I normally put it in my can, but it's quite full.
Clive says that Jack's filling up your stocking, Tony.
More than likely, the bastard. Me and Jack have decided not to buy each other Christmas presents this year. I said I can't be asked, and he said probably the same sort of thing. Have you got him anything?
Yeah.
Don't say anything though. You're not allowed to say.
I won't say what it is because he's watching, but I've sent some photos to other people in the chat. It's a special just for Jack that I managed to convince people to sign off on. But there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
What am I getting you this year, Mikey Dread? Just sending you love, my friend. Just love. Love is all you need. What's up, RDFBV? Hello, everyone. Jack will be on here in a minute.
In fact, while we're waiting, everyone in the chat, get your headphones ready.
Yes, because we were going to send a link and have a few of you on if you've got the balls. No toilet stuff though, because like literally we've seen it all before. So any of you are wanting to come on and say hello to us, join us live, we will send you a link shortly.
Yay! Sorry about that.
There he is. There's Poo Poo Boy.
Yep. Here's Frank's present, by the way. Look.
That is literally you.
Hello.
How did you get that? That's well cool. Or did you make it?
Welcome to Let's Throw It Out. Yeah, speaking of poo-poo, so yesterday I had the day off, as I booked it off. Today's my actual day off.
Yeah.
And the old lady next door has had a flat roof repaired. Frank, should I continue telling this story?
Tell the story. Go on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I woke up at 2 p.m. because I mean, what's the point of being over 30 and breathing? And
Why,
oh, hello.
thank you. Zero FPV donated £10. Merry XXX
Yo.
Smiles, guys.
Oh,
Yes.
hang on, 0 donated.
Oh. So
What a
this
legend.
comes up on the YouTube when you watch it after, but none of us know about it live
Oh, hang on.
until you say something.
Hello.
So thank you, Zero.
Cheers, 0.
Woohoo!
I can send you the link.
That is some proper fireworks. I've only got sparklers, my end. Thanks, Zero.
If anyone does want to come on the call, just make sure you got earphones or headphones. No echo. But yeah, we will get a link to you
Lurky
shortly.
says he donated on PayPal too. So have a look, Jack. You might have to light some more stuff.
I have.
You need to introduce the show because
It hasn't come through. Well, no, I'm telling my story that the editor will definitely have to cut out.
All right, we'll tell the
And then
story
I'll
and then
introduce the
introduce
Okay.
this because that is
Just come through.
what needs to
Lewis
happen.
Chapman, £10.
£10. That's amazing. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, bless him. Just don't accept any weird jelly babies of him. Cheers, mate.
Why is Jack
Has
muted?
Jack muted himself for the editor, just so it doesn't sound bad on the editing, but it doesn't matter because we haven't actually started the show yet. Thanks, guys, for that. I'm not getting naked tonight. Fruity cakes. It is Christmas special, but let's face it, it's not really special when I get naked. Oh, someone say his name. Drone 3 Droid. Is that right? Thron. Oh, I can't see that. Hello, mate. Thanks for joining us.
There's 2 flats, and there's you got a downpipe, and they go across the back wall down to the main downpipe that's on my side. And the old lady downstairs has had a bit of roof damage because it's been really awful weather. So there were some builders around, and they were fixing the roof. They put they've done all the wood and they've sorted it, and they were just about to cover it. I got up at late because day off and whole party night of shitting. Got up, had a shit, then flushed the toilet, and I can still hear their screams because they had removed the downpipe.
Oh no!
Joined. I mean, it wasn't too bad because you had the downpipe, but there was this open hole that sort of like sprayed. After they left, I had to wait, but it was too dark. But I was trying to lean out the window to show like the marks.
Why, thank you.
Oh, it was horrendous. I could still.
Oh my God.
Oh, fucking hell, and stuff like that. Oh, but they fucking hated me. Oh man. But there you go. Right, let's start the show. Editor, cut that out. And save it into your little weird bank of shit that we should never have said on LDO, but you keep it in some sort of vault so that you can use it against us for some reason.
That's right.
So yeah, I'm not very popular here at the moment. Right, let's start the show. Hello, it's Thursday night. It's 9 something o'clock. We're live on YouTube, and it's the best
All
drone
right.
show on YouTube right about now. And there's 2 others on that are in the UK that we know about. So we're probably not the best anymore. So that statement you just listened to, if you're listening back on iTunes, is not true. We are joined by Andrew / Frank.
Good evening.
Do you have the disclaimer?
I do. Do you want me to read it out?
Please.
Any views expressed by any guests on this show are personal and may not reflect the views of the hosts or any participant of the show.
My little friend Tony.
Bonjour.
And I'm Brighton Till I Fly. How is everyone this fine Thursday?
Good, thank you.
Good. Merry Christmas.
Oh, we've got someone.
We got our first guest.
Guest.
Hello, guest. Would you like to tell the audience who you are? Because some people listen to this audio only for torture purposes or birth control. We're not
I'm already
sure.
jealous of his beard.
But first you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. There's a little mute button.
Hello.
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 Good evening.
Tell us who
I'm
you are and
James.
why you're here.
I'm James and I'm here, mate.
What's your pilot name, James?
Winter Blue FPV.
Winter Blue FPV. How long have you been listening to
I
this
have
shit
like
for?
Very
Very seasonal.
more
Do you
years
do all your
than
flying in the winter?
I can think
4
of.
years.
Oh
More
my
years or 4
For
years?
more years than for more years than I probably should have.
I know.
Sorry. We do apologise.
We're working on some new talent. Andy RC is away. What's he doing? Is he joined the new BMFA club?
Yes, he's joined a club and he has to go to an AGM tonight.
What, an annual group meeting?
Yes.
Is that right, Frank?
General meeting.
Annual
Sounds
general
like
meeting.
slacking to me.
It does indeed.
Yeah. Oh man.
So, guest, what do you fly? How long
Well-
have you been flying?
I've been flying for about 2 or 3 years. I have a number of different things that I fly. I've got some fixed wing. I've got some quads. I've recently migrated everything over to DJI HD.
You're a traitor.
Bitch.
Well,
Kick him,
if you don't
Frank.
have to pay for it, why not?
Well, fair play.
He's on his first strike.
One more and you're out.
Yeah.
You can't say DJI again.
Frank, hobby the kick button.
Carry on, mate. We're jesting.
Yeah, so I've been flying for a little while. I'm not very good at it, but hey, it's fun.
Digitally, digital flying. I mean, does it really count as flying? You know,
I
we
have
could
to say,
even
in all
Tony can count to 1.
In all honesty,
That's a digital joke. Oh my god. Well, yeah. What fixed wing do you fly? That's interesting.
Okay, I've got an AXN floater at the advice of Mr. Lee
Jack's-
Painless 360.
Jack's got them.
What's the floater? Lol. What was it called? What
AXN floater.
XN float? Why does it sound like a water
Down
bird?
the toilet. That's where it is.
No. Oh man. Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
It's
you're
like a little trainer
the
plane.
AX10
Yeah,
splatter, is it?
It's what Painless 360 recommended I tried to start with after I destroyed my Bixler on its second outing. And
How did you
I don't
crash
have
the
a-
How do you
Bixler?
destroy a Bixler?
Yeah.
What, you flying with a
Literally,
hammer?
did you? Yeah. What happened?
I don't exactly have the greatest track record with fixed wing, to say the least.
Did you
So-
do the classic mistake of going towards a tree and so punching the throttle to get above it?
No,
Doesn't work
I
on the
lost.
plane.
I lost orientation. I was not 3 mistakes high, as Lee told me again and again and again. And I flew at full speed straight into the ground.
Oh.
And the ground was concrete.
Oh.
It kind of exploded. So that was the end of my Bixler. I destroyed an S800 Sky Shadow in more or less the same way. What else have I destroyed in the way of fixed wing? I had my first fixed wing was a Spitfire, a foamy split fire, and actually I was doing really well with that. I was never flown anything before. I'd thrown it up, it was in the air, it was great. I started banking round to the right, and a pigeon flew into it, and it ended up in a thorn bush.
Dirty pigeon.
I just couldn't believe my luck.
Did it hurt the pigeon? Because that happened once.
I hope so.
And then
I hope so.
Oi, kick him now! Get rid of him immediately!
Oh, well, unfortunately, you have violated 2 terms. Frank,
Okay.
no, mate, you've been a pleasure chatting to you. But unfortunately, Frank has to, by law, get rid of you because you upset Tony and you said a swear word. But happy flying.
Happy flying.
Happy flying. And
Thanks for coming
See you
on.
later.
Thanks for listening.
Bye. Let's get someone else. Oh,
he was
what a
nice.
shame. It's just landmines on this show. You've got to be careful what you say.
Yeah.
Well, not really. If you're a host, you say whatever you want and we get sued many times. And if you're a guest... Oh, yeah, look, Frank, man. Look at the effort. Look, he even put the larger...
How and what and how?
Because he loved me.
Is that your Christmas present from Frank? Well,
Frank.
Why? What? Look, it's the 19th. It's not the 25th. Why are you opening it?
Because he opened his earlier, and
for God's sake, what's the rules changing around Christmas?
And also,
now?
I could be asked to bring it up with me because we've got to go to the. Frank, would you like to announce the second?
Frank, that is really cool that you've done that. I'm disappointed that you both opened your Christmas presents though.
Well, Jack told me that he wanted me to open it in front of him, so I did.
Yeah, because I really
don't watch what he says when he asks you to open it in front of him. Do not do anything.
Where did it go? We kicked them off for saying DJI. Do you want to mention the second?
Yes. So not only can you get involved in tonight's show, but you can also come and see the show live, like in person, like in a place all together. That's going to be weird. We have a secret venue booked for the 2nd of January. We have it from, it's open to you from 4:30 p.m. onwards until the show, and then for as long until we all get bored and they tell us to go away and go home. It is near Bletchley Park. So Google that and enjoy Googling that. I will type it in the chat, but it's Bletchley Park near there. And if you are interested in coming along and joining the live audience, we're also going to be doing some other things as well. But if you are interested in coming along, just let us know either through letsdroneout@gmail.com or through the Patreon at patreon.com/letsdroneout, or through the through Facebook page, so facebook.com/letsdroneout, or if you know us, then just ask and we'll get you on the list. But yes, so before the show, we're going to be trying out some ideas we've got for some team sports using tiny whoops. So bring all your whoops, bring any woovers or wings or anything else that you've got along as well that you want to use indoors. So yes, there will be flying of micros because it's after dark anyway. So yeah, got a fairly reasonably big indoor space to try out some play testing some of these ideas for some team sports. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be other things going on as well. It is essentially an electronics lab. So, if you want to bring some projects along that you're working on, we can have a little show and tell as well. Or something that you've done recently, anything you want to come and show on the show, or even before the show, then bring it along as well. Get in touch somehow through one of the many ways, and we'll get you on the list. Patrons have known about this for a while, so if this is the sort of thing that you're interested in knowing about, then sign up to our Patreon and you'll get early access to all these kinds of announcements.
Excellent. Who have we got on here? Look, I can see two people that I recognise
Right.
from the chat. One's Christmassy and one's not.
Fraser, I warned you.
Christmassy, Fraser.
Fraser, I warned you about coming on LDO.
I do.
Without
Hold it in front of you. Oh, that's it. You're now Christmassy.
Fraser, get your cat, because I told you next time you come on, you have to have your cat with you. So you're already on one strike, and you're muted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone, when they joins, they're muted.
Unmute
so they have to unmute yourself.
I must say,
okay.
Win is very Christmassy. You can stay here, Win. Everyone, this is Win and Fraser. Win and Fraser from the chat.
Where's Bailey's?
How do I unmute myself?
No, you're fine.
You're
it's
all right,
Fraser.
Win. Because Fraser's still muted. So we'll introduce you first, and you can say anything you want for 10 minutes, unless you get 2 strikes, and then you're out.
Say anything I want for 10 minutes? That's impossible.
Why does he look like he's trying to invade Czechoslovakia?
Yeah, well, I burnt my 2 authority fingers here.
Oh,
that doesn't help things.
How have you
Cooking.
done that?
Cooking. Yeah. I'm a bloke. I'm no good at cooking. Yeah. I could tell people where to go normally. Not anymore.
You in some sort of kids' room? Because that wallpaper makes you look like a children's TV presenter.
On the BBC.
I'm not a kid.
No.
No, yeah, it's in my son's room. I
Oh,
thought I'd escape out the living room because my wife's watching TV,
Yeah,
and I don't think she'd appreciate me talking.
she won't like that, will she?
No, she told me to shut up at the best of times.
Yeah. We've still got Fraser looking for the mute button. This is quite funny. Place your bets. Oh, he's found it.
He found his mute.
Does anyone know anyone who knows anything about technology? It'd be really helpful.
Just Fraser from the chat, everyone. Looking positively non-Christmassy. Hold on, hold your calendar up. That's it.
An advent calendar. It's not even my advent calendar. I'm babysitting.
Fair play.
How are you guys?
What's Jack holding up? Get what? Bailey's.
Bailey's is at my house. I'm at my brother's house, and his small child is upstairs, who seemingly is more important.
So you're babysitting, are you? Bless you. How are you? Haven't seen you for a little while. Last time I saw you was
Quadtopia.
Quadtopia. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Well, it's been cold and there hasn't been much fun.
Oh God! It just rained. If it's not cold, it rains, and it's been raining for a hell of a lot of time down here.
I've been loving your cricket though,
your goblin.
What?
You flew your goblin.
Yeah, I did. I flew my goblin. I only flew half a battery because I was a bit worried that I might break. So I got a strict goblin, which is.
Have we celebrated Steve's donation?
I didn't see anything in the chat. Is it on the thingy?
No.
Where was Steve's donation?
PayPal.
Well, then that's down to you because none of us get motivated.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. This is for you. Thank you very much. What does it say on your top?
It's
Rebel
How
without.
am I supposed to read it? There we go. Rebel without
a clause. Mine says it's all good in the pud. Yeah.
Oh, I love the puns.
Oh, who's that?
Oh,
Hey,
360.
He's looking Christmassy.
Hi, Lee.
Lee, you're muted. You have to unmute
Unmute
yourself.
yourself.
It by default, there we go.
Hi, Lee.
With hat and everything, I got the message from Jack, so I thought I'd jump on for a bit and say
We thought,
Merry Christmas.
yeah, Andy RC isn't here, so you could probably do some serious talking. So
Have I got to represent the North? Is that what I'm the token Northerner now?
yeah,
But it's cold up there,
Look,
isn't it?
man, it was part of the peace agreement, you know, Hadrian's Wall and all that. So
Right. Very nice. So what have I missed?
we had a guest on, Steve, I think, or
No.
was it not? I don't know. I forget now. No,
Wow.
Rob,
No.
Dave, Ted. I can't remember.
Keep going.
Oh fuck me! I've totally forgotten. Anyway, Hobby King AXN floater, the perfect trainer. He didn't listen to what you said, like most of us, and smashed it.
Well, yeah, just because the plane's a perfect trainer doesn't mean you don't require any kind of skill or practice.
Yeah. It was James Chirrell was in.
No,
the
James,
chat.
that's it. Oh, I'm so sorry, James. I just
Okay, yes, I know, James. Yes,
let's play Dementia. Yeah,
yeah, James. I think James has gone through.
he smashed it big stuff.
He's smashed up quite a few in his. But you know what? Eventually, we all crack it.
Yeah,
It's just whether or not we run out of money before we actually get the hang of it, isn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah.
look at what Frank made me. It's a machine with
Did
a.
he make it or?
Well, yeah, look.
What at the
Suspiciously
Teddy
3D
warehouse
printed.
or something?
That
Look.
is amazing.
I know, like he does actually love me, even though all I do is
That-
ruin his life.
Literally, that is love.
Yeah,
Dan, right there.
I got him something that reminded him of the Battle of Britain model Air Force thing, and he started crying and then twitching on the floor.
Yeah, to be honest, both him and I are still suffering from PTSD. There are claims going into Channel 4 at the moment around that.
What
But
did you get, Frank?
Jack got me a head tracker module for the Fat Shark, which is like literally rocking horse.
Yeah, that is rocking
Yeah,
on the
you actually found a Trinity head tracker, Jack. That is
Like,
that is like
in the shrink
unicorn
wrap,
on
like brand new inbox.
Yeah. Would you
Wow.
like the contact information for the manufacturer? The only problem is it costs more to
ship
import it than the actual device.
That's about right.
they're quite expensive without the import cost and things like that. Anyway, aren't they?
No,
Not cheap head trackers.
they're $15, but it costs £20 to get.
Really? It's only $15. Is that what you paid for it?
Yeah.
Last one I got was about like 50 or 60 quid, I think.
No,
Wow.
no, that's it. It's within budget.
Right, you need to send me that link then, Flower, and I need because I could do with another one of them.
Yeah, no worries.
Flower. Definitely northern flour, eh?
You
Could
see,
be worse. You could call me sausage.
yeah, not when we're on the show.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, you might be able to save me from my constant toilet breaks as well.
Right, okay.
Started late. These guys are waiting for me. I'm just like, I'm not here. So they started off without me. But yeah, you came up in conversation. I've been watching your little videos and that. You know, transitioning. What a needed video transitioning from line of sight to FPV.
I need it the other way.
Yeah, we need another way. Yeah.
Right. Interestingly, quite a few people have come on to that video and said that exact thing. And the trick that I am going to make the video about it, but the very short version is your best thing is to invest in a little simulator for the PC and just put out, because the thing with line of sight is that when it's flying towards you, as we all know, is that the controls appear reversed. They're not, but you have to compensate for the fact it's not flying away from you, and you don't have to worry about that with FPV. And that's part of the thing. You know, going back to Fraser and the whole flying thing, that's what catches a lot of line of sight pilots out, because although you're concentrating really hard and you think you've got the hang of it, as soon as something starts to go wrong and your brain fart happens, you immediately start to compensate as though it was flying away from you, and you actually make the problem worse. And before you know it, it's hit the ground, it's in 27 pieces, and it's all over. So the one of the best things is actually buy a simulator, and sadly things like Phoenix RC have gone, they've gone to the wall, but I think you can download things like Phoenix now for free because it's kind of in basically free domain stuff.
Abandonware.
Thank you, Jack, that's what it is. But
for
legal reasons, have you done the disclaimer at the top?
Yes.
Right, fab. Okay, fab. Sorry,
I've got to set fire to some stuff. Just ignore me.
Cool.
Right.
So actually, I am going to make a video about it, but that's the biggest thing I could. Biggest piece of advice that's going to be in the video is just get a simulator and just put hours and hours through it, because every time you crash in the sim, it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. We've got someone else in the house. Hello.
Thank you, Mikey.
Has Mikey Dread donated on the PayPal? Oh, he's muted himself. Hello, would you like to introduce yourself? You need to unmute yourself. There you go.
Hello, fellas. How you doing?
Hello.
Evening, Aries. How we doing? You all right?
Yes.
Doing all right, thank you. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. North of the border and all that. Just outside Edinburgh.
Oh my God, you're well north.
Yeah.
That's one strike already. Aries, you already got a strike. One more left.
But I like it, Aries. I didn't know you were that north, man.
Yeah,
oh
man.
My God. He probably sounds funny and everything. Oh man.
Yeah.
Frank, isn't there some sort of what is it, geo blocking that we can apply for people that north it hurts? I'd get a nosebleed if I went there.
I'm north.
Yeah, I know. No, you're not.
You're not that north.
No, you're
not that north.
You're just the funny bit.
You're all right. You get half a tan.
Yeah. I lived in Wales too long.
You get a nosebleed if you go north.
Thanks to paying the 360, I've now placed an order for the HDO 2s. So I'm really looking forward to getting my eyes around them.
Wow.
What I'd love to know, right? Because, I'm pretty good mates with you, right? But, what do you get someone of your caliber for Christmas? I can't imagine it, because, you've got so many toys, you get all the review stuff. You've got a fantastic life, happy wife. You haven't got any kids that are ruining stuff. What could you possibly want for Christmas? What is Penis's top 10 Christmas? Well,
all he wants for Christmas is you.
What do you get you? Thank you for the Christmas card, by the way.
You're very welcome. Thank you for yours. And Frank, thanks again for the Frank sent me some eating things with a card. This package came, I opened it and it had this. What were they, Frank? They were like biscuits, but they were posh ones.
They're Lebkuchen. It's like a German gingerbready thing.
Right, fantastic. But they're very nice. Thank you very much for that. So the answer to the question, Jack, is you know what I am really difficult to buy for, but then I think most of us are. The only things that are on my list, if I actually went and shared my Amazon wish list, it's things like filming lights and kind of stuff to do more video stuff with, because I'm planning loads of stuff for next year, and I've realized I don't have enough light, because right now, you guys are probably in a similar situation. You get up in the morning, you kind of get to wherever you do your videos and stuff, and unless you got loads of artificial lights, you have to wait till about 10 o'clock, and then you've got like a 2-hour window before it starts absolutely throwing it down again to get whatever filming you need to do. And then the light's gone. So actually, at the moment, the only thing I'm after is actually lights. So that's all, the only thing on the list. But no, to be honest, mate, I'm quite happy just chilling out. All I would want for Christmas is a bit of decent flying weather. I would be over the moon with that.
Rain since September. Aries, what have you holding in your hands? That looks quite big. Not as big as mine, but quite big.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Come on, Aries.
So what we've got is got a Rebel Yeti, 8-inch.
It's nice, man.
What, you're flying me, the Yeti?
Yeah.
Also, give him another half a strike because he's a TVS fanboy. He's wearing.
Oh, God, yeah, that's
Do
fun
you know
enough.
what I've been trying to desperately do? Is the TV? Hey, Dave.
Patreon.
Is the hashtag ruin the hobby? I've been trying to find out what that font is so I can make a sticker that says hashtag not Trappy's bitch. And that's what I've been trying to do. So if anyone knows what that font is or can find out what that font is, my email address is brightuntilifly@gmail.com.
David, you're not very Christmassy. Nearly half a strike.
No, give him a strike for that.
What's he got on his t-shirt? He's showing us something. What we can't see. What does it say?
Click on him.
You have to unmute yourself.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh, that's well Christmassy. He's got +1 now.
That's my type of Christmassy.
Yeah. He's +1, so he can take 3 strikes till he's out. Well done, David. Love the t-shirt. You're in. You're doing well.
But there is that video of Bruce Willis saying Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, and it is.
It is.
I mean, he's from New Jersey, so oh well. Oh, Dave, you'll have to unmute yourself, bud. If you wiggle the mouse next to the hang up button,
look at Jack.
There's the microphone button.
That microphone.
One of the really ugly faces in the middle, and they pop up.
Yeah.
You are dead in the middle of my picture.
There, Dave. There, right there. There. Jesus Christ.
I must admit, it took me a while to work it.
I keep meaning to have make a tab that says prawn hub, as in prawns you eat. I keep forgetting to do that. I think it's quite funny.
Oh mate, you're losing that. Literally, you're down to 2 again.
You've been hanging around with Gav too much, Dave. You're an idiot. Oh no, he's gone.
I thought you were seriously and starting a game of charades.
That is very Christmassy.
I've eaten too many matchmakers and I feel sick. Well done, Rob Britton.
We'll be the charade for a drone.
Talk about being sick. How are you, Frank, after last night?
Mostly fully recovered. Yeah.
Do you remember any of it?
Yeah.
Right, enlighten us. What's going on?
So I downloaded the Frog Detective, and I told Frank, look, you got to do loads of voice acting, you got to do loads of little voices and that.
Yeah.
And it stressed him out, so we just started drinking heavily, and he just drank pretty much.
I like drinking heavily, Frank.
He pretty much done a whole bottle of whiskey, and
it was like something just running out of batteries. He just faded out and stopped.
He started
to make it easier. Turns out not so much.
Yeah, he just started reading. You could hold anything up on the screen, and he'll just start reading it in different voices, and then go, "No, that's yours." And then I was like, "Frank, you all right?" And he's like, "No, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to be here." I was like, "Okay, Frank, we'll get an adult," and then he left.
Hey.
I've got to say, David lost his. Has he found it?
I'm back.
Oh,
hey.
You're down to 2 strikes.
I'm on my phone.
I don't care. You went up to 3, and now you're neutral now.
Oh,
Frank wants to know what your username is for your VR, so he can add you as a friend.
It's Magical Pencil.
Yeah, there you go. Now everyone knows it.
That's what he says to the girls.
The answer to everything.
It's magical, ladies. It's magical.
Have you done any VR stuff lately?
Not only on the PlayStation, to be honest. I don't tend to do it on the PC. But But Andy's quite into all that stuff, isn't he? He was talking to me about all of that VR bits that he does.
Andy is in Andy RC.
Andy, as in, where is Andy
Yeah.
RC today, by the way? Sorry, I probably missed this.
Meeting, AGM. He's
He's
joining a
got
new
some
club.
sandals.
Really? Has he joined the Masons? What AGM has he gone for?
Yeah.
I've sent him white socks.
Right.
Frank send him some sandals. He's in.
He's joining the BMFA. In other words, he's. I think I'm actually going to join a club next year as well.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Sussex Flyers.
Is that
Said-
just is that Devil's Dyke?
No, those lot can't stand me. They think I'm a hooligan.
Well, you are.
And also they didn't like it, but also they didn't like it that I made little holes for the rabbits to run through because they got like rabbit detection, and I felt sorry for the rabbits.
Oh, well done, Jack. You can stay on now.
Yeah.
You're +4.
So yeah.
We won't get rid of you.
Were there not any other facilities?
No, not
I mean,
really.
probably damaged the toilets, to be fair.
Well, there isn't a toilet there, but if
Not
I needed,
anymore.
There is now.
yeah, if I needed to go around the back of the shed. But I don't know. I'm going to try. I'll probably get kicked out as well. For any of you, I got a message from someone asking how, because I've got a job and we were having a Secret Santa, and one of the guy I got really liked Spider-Man, so I made a Spider-Man that shoots web out of his ass. That didn't go down too well, but I
Did he
haven't
not
been
like it?
fired. So
I haven't been fired. Well, that's always a good one, Jack.
yeah, fly fast, Techness. Why does that look like Chris? PMFA. So yeah, so I haven't been kicked out of there yet.
It's nice to see put faces to
Names.
names.
Two faces.
Aries there. In the middle, we've got. Oh, who is that?
Was that? That's my son.
Hello, son.
Now,
Okay.
Liam. Say hello, Liam. Hi.
Hi. Don't speak Scottish.
Usually we
whatever
only
you do,
use
get it right.
Yeah, that's
Nothing wrong with being
not
north of the
Western Bar.
border, Tony.
I don't know who said that. Hold on, I need an interpreter for that one.
Yeah. Painless, what did you just say?
Protected group.
Very, very quickly, while there's a look, Frank, did you find out how many of those registrations were PCFOs?
I haven't heard anything on that, but they're all busy working out how all the PFCO stuff's going to work come July. I think actually no, there's stuff happening in like May with the PFCOs or something like April-May time. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
You can guess why I asked the question, though, right? Because the PCFOs are probably going to be kind of joining anyway because they feel they have to. What I was trying to get a handle on is how many net new people signed up the drone registration stuff out on top of the PCFO, because that number was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's kind of okay. So how many net news are part of what, 60,300 or something, was it?
Yeah, I don't know if that includes the people who have like opted in through the BMFA system. I don't know if that counts. I don't know how that's being worked out, but
So you guys talking about registration?
Yeah, well, what it is, everybody, it's Frank sent me the number of how many people had was it the end of November that had registered during November on the official site, and it was something ridiculous. It was a crazy number, like
500,000.
60,300 or something like that. And I was thinking, bloody hell, I cannot believe there's 60,000 pilots in the UK who would pulled the trigger and go and register, because everyone I've ever spoke to has gone, no way, I'm not going anywhere near that, or have done what a lot of us have done is, through BMFA or FPV UK is kind of trying to dodge that bullet as long as we can. So I said to Andrew, that seems high, and he said, well, it includes the PCFOs. And I said, okay, how many of those? Because what I didn't know whether it was like 59,992 were PCFOs that had kind of come in, and the rest were net new subscribers. I was trying to get a handle on how many people had actually registered on the site in November, and it's interesting that seems to be a tricky number to get hold of.
It can't be that many people.
I didn't think there was 60,000 pilots in the UK, to be honest.
Do you reckon it's the Russians?
I think it could be the Russian
drones.
We will register for you.
Yeah,
None of us here. Hang on. Out of all the guests, put your hands up if you've registered. You're a traitor. Kick him off. What, you paid to register?
Yeah. Well, through BMFA.
No, not through BMFA. No. Not through...
okay.
Yeah. Right, take a point off him. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
That actively went to the website, paid £9.50. Any of you? So that's what. That's 1 out of 9 of us. That cannot be true. I mean, is it? What are all the DJI people? Are they like being fitted with some sort of DJI brain chip that's like must register?
That's not far off. Then they said there were 100,000 drone users, 60 in there, getting there, 1 in 9.
Gay.
Oh my god! No, it's not gay. It's take a point off them.
Guys, I know
homophobic.
we've got like Facebook groups up north, quote unquote, that are solely just PFCO flyers, and they've all registered. We're talking like 6,000 to 7,000 people. It's crazy. They don't understand that they could wait and find out what the real answer is.
You see, that's really interesting, because I think a lot of the people who have that big chunk of that 60,000 people who registered are the PCFO crowd who thought they had to, or just want to make sure they're covered, rather than the rest of the hobby. Andrew, any idea if we'll ever find out that number, or is everyone just pretending it never happened?
I think people are busy doing other things to put information together that would help us make a point.
Okay,
but there we go.
That's fine. That's okay. It's just I cannot believe it was 60,000 people went on that site and registered, because most people either didn't, which is their right, and then most of us actually went and did it through our existing, did the exemption through the existing organisation they're with. It just seemed like a crazy number. That's right. Can you let me know if you're here, please? I'd love to know.
If I hear something, I will let you know.
Weren't you trying to infiltrate at one point? But
yeah, of course. But...
I think if you had a PFCO and it was your living depended on it, and there was a £9 registration, you'd probably just do it,
wouldn't you? Yeah, I agree.
Just to save the hassle, if nothing else.
I don't know, man. I thought that people were going to hold off.
Well, I'm not sure that they haven't, Jack, which is kind of my question, really, to figure out what because most people are, we're trying to wait and see what comes at the end of January.
Haven't we got? Oh man, I'm not logged in, but it might have been worth seeing whether. Let me open the other instance, because we can make. I think. Can we make a poll with the LDO account in chat and see whether any of these guys are registered?
I'm finding where I am, it's mainly the DJI fellas that are registered.
Oh, God,
so
the bunch of fucking do-gooders.
Yeah, the people that are not in the clubs and things like that.
Jesus Christ.
Paula's registered.
So,
Oh, that.
Hello?
Joker.
Yeah, Joker. He's there.
hey, Joker.
Free Danny.
Yo.
Free Danny.
What's it like being Tony's sex slave?
That's just jealousy, Jack.
He was mine first. He's my wife. How do you create a poll? Do you not? Is it? Oh, it's community, isn't it?
Just say if you haven't, completed the registration, hit like on the video.
No, don't do that. Oh no, yeah, that's the right way round. And I'll do a straw poll. Any news? Any interesting stuff that's come out? Anything people want to buy? Do?
I need a piss.
Go for a piss then. I mean, I went to the toilet through half of it. Poll. I don't know. It's a kind of Christmas episode. How are we doing? Frank, when are you going to make your head tracking thing?
Disappearing.
Have you bought any servos yet?
I've got like piles of different servos. I've got everything I need except for time and energy.
Have you registered?
But to everyone who's joined, who might not have heard earlier on the announcement, we do have a venue where we're going to be holding a live, in-person, all in the same room with a live audience show on the 2nd of January near Bletchley Park at a secret undisclosed location. So if you want to come along for that, then let us know and we will let you know where it is. We will be there, or you can come along from 4:30 and we will be doing some play testing of some ideas for some team sports with some tiny whoop stuff. So we're going to have some helium balloons and all sorts of things going on. We're going to try out some team games. So if you want to come along for that, bring along that. Bring along any projects you're working on or that you've made or anything you want to come and show and tell before or during the show. And then, we're going to have same time, same system. We're going to be doing a live show from there on the 2nd of January. So Thursday, the 2nd of January, near Bletchley Park. So drop us a message on Facebook or Patreon or Instagram or email us at letsdrawnout@gmail.com or any of the other ways of getting in contact with us.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will there be sparklers?
I don't know.
Are we going live as well?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, probably some sparklers as well. Then
Hopefully.
you might be able to fly through some sparklers.
Right. I have put up a poll. Polls in the chat, guys. If you wanna vote.
What? Where?
And we will go for there. It's in
What
the chat.
Voting?
We're voting for who hasn't registered because it's interesting to find out.
I haven't.
So,
but I'm going to because I have to.
You spelled PFCO wrong.
You forgot FPV UK.
Does that count?
Literally runs out.
Tick the BMFA one.
You've got to do it anyway. Right. It's like you either got to be a rogue and not do it, or you've got to do it by January the 1st.
Plus, you're lucky I could spell that, Mark.
I'm doing it because I have to. I'll be on the phone to Frank that night.
Lee, are you going to get your A or are you sticking with FPV UK?
So at the moment, I've done the exemption, I think it's called, through FPV UK. So waiting to see what happens in January. So I'll be hopefully Frank will keep us appraised of what's going on. The thing is, I love this hobby, and as somebody who makes YouTube videos, which include a lot of flying, it's going to be difficult for me not to register, because if I don't register, it's only going to take one Muppet to report me for me to be in hot water. So it gets a little bit tricky when you're publishing videos on places like YouTube showing you flying when you don't have that kind of protection. And then, because nobody's going to come and bail me out and pay my fines. So I'm hoping that there's going to be some good news before we have to get to the end of January and do whatever we have to do next. But December's screamed past. I haven't heard anything's changed substantially. Last time I spoke to Frank, it was all like it was last time. I just really don't want to have to register with the government. It feels it's like you said, Jack. It's it's kind of a non-paedophile registry, isn't it? It just is, only the good people are going to do it anyway.
I know, it's a bit, he's a bit weird, and we've kind of, this hobby, we haven't killed anyone and nothing major's happened, and if there was something to Gatwick, they would have caught them by now. It would have had, they've had a whole year. I don't know whether any of you guys saw, but the Tortoise released an article on it today saying a year on from the Gatwick incident. Let me have a look for it. The Tortoise. I mean, I would have.
A year and still no photographic evidence or video.
Anything. Yeah, not even a broken prop, mate.
Rubbish, innit? And they sold the airport 2 days later. The USA sold it to the French. Weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah, spooky.
Very
One thing I've
weird.
noticed with FPV UK, I've done the A cert, but they've got a B certificate that you can do or something. I don't know if anyone knows anything more about that.
No. Frank, are you going to do it?
I need to do it to do shows next year. So if you're displaying in shows next year, you need to have it done.
Yeah. I just wondered if that was something like the BMFA B cert, or whether that's totally.
I think it's going to be separate. I think it's different.
So, it is going to be different. It's something that they were on months ago. The plan with looking at how the things in terms of getting people to be the examiners on that, a sticking point, but hopefully they'll kind of work something out soon. I imagine, especially for the beginning of next month, all the conversation at the moment is how all the CFCs work, so the certificates of competency, what all the requirements are going to be, how it's all going to be tested, all that kind of thing. So I imagine part of it is going to be kind of waiting until that kind of format is laid out, and then hopefully the FPV UK B cert or B test will be sort of built towards that standard, but we'll see what happens.
Do you think there'll be a practical element to that, Frank, in terms of some kind of, because that was the whole thing with the BMFA stuff, isn't it? All their stuff is or historically have been you're in a field with a guy kind of measuring you and judging your performance.
Probably there might be some else.
That's what I was wondering, if the FPV UK certificate was going to be very similar to the A certificate of the BMFA, where you do exactly that. You're in a field showing your competency on flying.
So I'm posting. That's the link to their Twitter.
It just depends how all the.
Oh, Frank.
What was that, Jack?
Sorry, I accidentally talking after you. Over you. I posted the Gatwick stuff, the Twitter and the article.
Have any of you guys done the PFCO tests, not the practical ones?
No.
Because that was incredibly easy.
Is it worth it though? Is it worth doing if January is coming?
No. I did
July.
I did the test and then I heard about this stuff, so I just didn't bother doing the last bit where you have to pay £240 and then you have to pay £150 every year after that to keep your BIFCO. So it's like quite expensive. So I thought, no, I won't bother that. But I did all the tests and everything, and it's quite easy. You're supposed to use your camera to do the practical tests, and the gimbal I had didn't even work, and I still did it. Passed it with like flying colours. It was
I'm hoping Andy RC will test me in the future. I'll drive up north if he passes me. That's all I'm saying on the subject.
The law says you got to fly from where you can be seen. So I think I'm in for a market of flashing the dog collar drone collars.
Do you remember a few years back where luminous socks and stuff were in? And laces, anyone?
That was the 80s, Tony. I know you've been through a few ice ages, but yeah.
I saw someone nod there.
Yeah, no, it was me, Tony. I did. Yeah, it was. They came back for a bit.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to have to do that. Standing in the middle of the field with luminous stuff on.
Well, Jack, I think that law discriminates against small people, though, doesn't it?
I don't. Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah, if they're hobbit size like you, Tony.
Wait.
They can't be seen.
Yeah, in long grass.
David's on 1.5 strikes. Jack, you're on 1.
Yep.
Even though
I didn't say you said it.
Yeah, he didn't say it. I did. So that's I'm down to my last strike probably.
You are.
No. So I mean, for a start, this tortoise document. It's security fears. The 4th of April 2019 attack of the drones. The Gatwick drone incident before Christmas disrupted 802 flights. I mean, I'm not being funny, and I don't ever want to be quoted for this in case anything does happen, but you can still pass a competency test and still be a tool.
Yeah. Or ring up and say I saw a drone near an airport.
It'd be interesting to see what the test would actually involve, though. Like, how would you test competency on a rate, like an acro mode line at like FPV quadcopter?
Yeah. I find it a bit weird as well. Yeah, I find it a bit weird that it's solely tested on line of sight and not
Just
FPV.
send them YouTube video. Yeah. This is my YouTube video. Okay, you can fly. Pass.
Yeah.
Well, I've purposely not printed out my competency certificate from the BMFA so that if one day some avocado eating what is it? Popper
You do realise you live in Brighton.
Yeah, Popper Coo or whatever it is. What is it? A Cocker Spaniel cross. Popper Coo, or I don't know what it is.
Going here?
Well, when one of them phones up the police because, oh my God, I've got a drone, and the police come over and they're like, can we see your competency certificate? You have to print it off. You can watch a whole hour of YouTube whilst I live on YouTube and pass it. I got 9 out of 10, don't you know, officer? I just refused to answer that. Yes, I must be visible to public at all times whilst operating a drone.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Like I need some sort of, GPS tracking device, like some sort of, what is it called when they let you out of prison but they tag you? Like you need some sort of prison tag just to enjoy a hobby. Yeah, those ankle bracelets. Basically it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Your crime is you're having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really fly from.
So you're not
anyway,
keen on the whole electronic security thing then?
No.
Well, that's in the next few years. We'll all be limited to how fast we can fly and everything. That's
I mean, we don't really fly from trees or bushes anyway.
Yeah.
Have you been flying with Jack?
Yeah.
Don't less of that, Tony.
Fly monkey in the My monkey in the chat wants to know: is Andy RC quality control testing the LDO wank sock before you dispatch the Christmas orders?
Probably.
Mate, if I ever
11, you can come on the show anytime. You'll never get kicked off with that comment. Well done. That's fucking quality.
if I ever release one, let me know, and I will send you one for free. That was funny.
Is it not on the shop yet, then, Jack?
No, I was thinking about it, but I don't know whether.
Probably sell out more than the hats.
I know.
LDO wanks on. Fucking hell. Happy Christmas, everyone.
Does Ladders still watch? Because we could talk to him about doing the sock. I don't know whether he watches. I think he's got a like or something. Oh man. So have you guys enjoyed this year with flying, even with the registration and all that bullshit?
Well, that hasn't happened yet, so I've tried to enjoy most of my year,
Yeah.
Pretty much enjoyed it as much as we can at the castle, and we had some good fun there. And doing a bit of tiny whoop sessions now in the winter time.
Nice.
I'm hoping to see the other side of Christmas. Developing a Infinity Gate right now, so hope to join the lads again in the drone circle.
Cool.
Have a bit of fun with them.
I've finished pretty much building my Sonic AR wing, so painless. It better be good.
Yeah, just don't crash it, mate, because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Give me a shout before you maiden it.
Yeah, we'll do, man. We'll do. I can get some. It would be nice to have a sort of protractor level of reflex. Yeah.
Aries has got a wing now, look.
Oh man.
Hey, which one's that one? Is that another AR? No.
Mini AR.
That looks nice.
Yeah. I'm now into GPS modules in the bottom.
Is that so they can track you, Jack, or is that?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's it, and it's all nicely done. And because you can't buy GoPro Hero 4s or 3s anymore, I've had to hack the living crap out of it to wedge a GoPro Hero 5, and it weighs the same amount as a small family.
So how have you compensated with the weight displacement on that?
Really big motor.
Fair play, mate.
Really big, fat, sunny sky motor. It's going to fly like a manhole cover.
So, Jack, are you purely FPV with that, or your line of sight as well?
Yeah, FPV. Yeah. I can't be trusted line of sight.
How much does it weigh?
250 grams under.
250 grams.
I really, really want to make those. Tomorrow I might do that. Make the I'm not Trappy's bitch stickers and put it on that. I think it was good. And I might make some Drew, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I might even make for Christmas and send them out some Right was better before Drew was there. No, but it's okay, Drew. I know that you and everyone else knows that I'm a prick. So yeah. So
well, they've got something right on the LDO.
Yeah, that's it. Right, let's dish out the links for the what do you call it?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Head tracking unit. So we'll send it to Painless 360 first.
Thanks, brother.
And then he can then order what he needs. Will you order them now before I give the link out on chat?
If that works for you, I can do that. I'm sat here.
Yeah, no worries. Frank, quickly think of a think of something to say or talk about.
Please. Go over the results of the straw poll.
That's a great professional.
What a processional.
Isn't it?
So in the time that the straw pile has been open, 52% of people have responded to say that they're with the BMFA already. 38% of people have said, no, I will never register. 10% of people have said, yes, I went on the site like a good boy and gave them £9.50. And 0% of people said, I have a PCO, which I presume is PFCO.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's pointless learning the spelling for that because become July, it's totally pointless.
Yeah, it's called something
Lee, it's on your WhatsApp.
Okay, thanks, brother.
So give us a nod when you've ordered it, and I'll put the link out for people because once they've once I've put it out, they'll probably go, and then that'll be the last of them.
Sorry, it didn't work. Robin's FPV flights. The straw pile doesn't work.
Oh, I did try. Sorry,
I do apologise. I think Wayne has won for most Christmassy.
Well, he's gonna, isn't he? He's got kids and that. He's
got a Rudolph he's been talking to for half an hour.
No, I got my son down the bottom there. He's playing. What are you playing, Liam? Fortnite. He's playing Fortnite.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh yes.
What happened to Minecraft?
If you hang around, everyone hangs around, you'll get your goodbye from Aries and stuff from back. I think it's time to wrap up, isn't it? We've done.
Well, yeah, I came on at. I think I introduced at 15:15. So
that's about it then.
I'm waiting for Lee to finish putting in his credit card details whilst he orders.
Yeah, that's all right, Jack. Go for it. Let everyone else have a crack at it as well, brother.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, definitely. Because the head tracking is not a very common thing that a lot of people do. So if you just, for those of you that haven't tried it, if you've got some Fat Shark goggles, the Trinity head tracker just snaps in. It's a bit of a pain in the arse to set up. I've got a video on it. But then if you want to put a pan and tilt on something like a Bixler or a floater or something like that, if you're doing FPV, it makes it really good. So, but for £15, that's a bloody bargain, mate.
$15.
How does that work? The new HDO2s. Is that a new module or?
So that's the new board on the right hand side. If you want a head tracker, you need the replacement board to go underneath it. I don't know why they didn't ship the same board as on the first one. It's one of those weird things. When I popped the cover off when I did my review, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting to see that, because normally there's a little daughter board pin out that you just plug the Trinity into.
No. So what's the deal? What, you had to get another board in order to fit that board?
So the HDO2s are the only ones that of the family that it will fit in, that it won't fit in straight out the box, because the bay that it's supposed to fit into, the right-hand bay, the board that's in there has the new DVR, some of the control stuff, and the button to turn it on and off.
Oh, legacy mode, yeah,
all that jazz is in that side. So if you want to use a Trinity head tracker, you can swap the board out in there and just kind of get rid of the on-off button instead, because there is a port out at the moment for it. So if I hear anything from Fat Shark about what they're doing about that, I'll post something on the YouTube channel, because I'm interested in that as well, because I like head trackers.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, guys. Right, thank you, everyone who tuned in for the little Christmas special where we all got together and realised that we all hate this show. You have been joined by... No, we love you all. Big shout out to all our patrons, everyone who makes this show bearable. Thanks for everyone who shows up and watches it. It means a lot to all of us, and the fact that we're still going after all these years and I haven't killed Tony. I'd like to add that to my legal defense. Yeah, true. We've been joined by Andrew / Frank.
Oh, are you doing Twitch after?
Good night.
I don't know.
Oh no, right. Okay.
I'm not too sure. My little Tony.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Magic Pencil.
See you later.
Always a pleasure playing this 360.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Aries FPV.
Laters.
Win.
Take care.
And I'll be bright until I fly. Thank you so much, guys, and good night.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish
Shut up, Tony, or I'll potentially attack you.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I can launch the teddy now. Whee!
2 strikes.
That's it. Oh, man.
Well done, everyone. Thanks for coming on, Aries and Win.
Welcome, buddy.
Thanks for letting me on.
David and Painless.
No problem.
Oh,
We need to get magical